Hey guys, do you find yourself undervalued and underappreciated by your clients? Well, today I'm going to share with you a story that's going to show you the reason why and how to change that for yourself and for your business. In 2015, President Obama was visiting Kenya for the first time as a president. And during his visit, he did something that I thought was extraordinary, that really increased his value and how much people appreciated him. So, what did he do? So, it was coming a time where he was going to address uh, the nation. Like a lot of media houses had gotten together. I think he was at a stadium. Thousands of people had gathered to listen. Our president was there, other ministers and other presidents from other countries had visited at the time. And it was time for him to have his first speech as the president of the US visiting in Kenya. And the first thing that he said was Niaje Wase. And when he said that, the whole crowd went crazy. Like it was like pandemonium. Like everybody was just screaming and shouting. So what did he actually say? I'm going to explain it to you for those that are not Kenyans or haven't been to Kenya. So usually if you're trying to say hello to people in slang, so there's a slang language called Sheng. And in Sheng, how you say hello to a lot of people is you say Niaje Wase. So this was someone that hadn't lived in Kenya for most of his life. Yes, he has Kenyan heritage, but he had come to Kenya and he was making a speech. And the first thing he said is he spoke our language. And that made everybody go crazy, right? So why did that mean a lot? And why did that matter? Because here I am telling you about his speech. I don't remember anything he said after that. I only remember how he started. And based on how he started, he set the stage of how he was appreciated when he visited. Not just by me, but by others. Because he came and he spoke our language, right? He spoke a language that said that he understood us, and in turn, we understood him, right? Think of, let's say, whatever country you're from. If you go and you're visiting a new country that does not speak your language, and in the airport, you meet one person, you overhear that one person in the airport, and they're speaking your language. How excited are you to go and meet them? Most people would even go and try to hug them, right? I know I had an experience where I was at an airport actually, and I think we were sending someone, like we were sending someone who was going on a trip, and we were standing at the departure area, and there was a guy behind me that was speaking a local language. And I didn't really pay attention because we were at the airport, there's a lot of people there. But it surprised me when I turned and I saw that this guy that was speaking that local language was not local, right? I felt like, man, that's just the closest thing to a brother. I felt connected to that guy, right? Because he was speaking our language, right? So what does this have to do with business? Because your business is a language, right? Your business is a language that is only appreciated by the people who speak it. The reason why you're undervalued and appreciated is because you're speaking your language to people that don't speak it. Think about if you're trying to speak Spanish to a person that speaks English, or you're trying to speak French to a person that speaks Greek. Do you think they'll be very happy to talk to you, right? However, when you're speaking to someone that speaks your language, the both of you feel a connection, right? So your business is a language that will be appreciated by someone who is yearning and looking for you. And you will only be appreciated by that person. And so your goal is to strive to find that person who appreciates you and values you because they speak your language, right? So if you're trying to sell, let's say you're a person that has gone through, let's say, a traumatic event, maybe you've lost loved ones, you've lost your close family, and as a result, you decided to go on a wellness trip, and it was very good for you, and it introduced you to a part of yourself that was amazing, and now you started a business that is about wellness and you help other people do the same thing. The people that will understand you are the people that have experienced the same thing you have. So because when you go and you're talking to them, you're speaking their language because you are speaking from an experience that only you and them can understand. So it'll be very easy for them to be happy to engage with you and your wellness trip business because they can connect with your experience and the language that you're speaking to them. When you're telling them, this is what I was going through, this is what it feels like, they nod their heads because that is their experience, right? So the goal to being valued and appreciated in your business comes from you being able to understand that your business is a language and you will only appeal to people who speak your language. Just like President Obama understood that he had to speak the Kenyan language for him to connect, you have to understand that you have to speak the language that your clients speak, and the clients have to speak your language. There has to be that connection that is coming because you both understand each other's language, right? When there's a disconnect in the language understanding, there will be a disconnect in value. Okay, that's it for today. I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and share it with a fellow entrepreneur, and I will see you guys on the next one.